Before I start, I would like to say, to the guy that said I need to retire the megaphone, never in a million. With that in mind, NYWC, I am the administrator of the NYWC message board, Robert Lottie. Till I Collapsed 2013 was a one hell of a show, and what a way to lead to the House of Madness on October 19th. The show kicked off with No Fear Mike Mondo defeating the Grim Reaper in a very good competitive matchup to start the show. Second matchup saw Nikki Adams defeat Dickie Rodge. Yes, you heard that correct, folks. A woman beat a man in a match. Up next, Matt Striker comes out and he addresses that for 2 months in a row he got super kicked accidentally by Justin Credible. Credible eventually comes out and they're ready to go at it until Brian Vitko comes out and says, I got you guys a title match. And that led up to Credible and Striker challenging Athletic Inc.'s Matt Justice and Jesse Vane for the Tag Team Championship. During this matchup, Mikey Whipwreck and Stockade, as well as Big Time Rush, Tony Burma and Ryan the Adrenaline Rush, they come out, and at one point it got to the point where Mikey ends up spitting green mist in the face of Jesse Vane, and then eventually Credible was looking to super kick Justice, but then Striker was in the way, but he caught Credible's boot, spun Credible around, and Striker super kicked Credible and put Vane on top, and as a result, Jesse Vane and Matt Justice retained the Tag Team Championship, defeating Striker and Credible. Just as the next match was about to happen, Big Time Rush come out with Mikey Whipwreck and Stockade following them. It was a crazy matchup that went into the crowd, and at one point, Stockade grabbed my bag. Yeah, you heard that correct, folks. He grabbed my bag, of all people, and used it on Ryan Rush. And eventually, the match finally came back to the ring, and they were all over us, and crazy environment, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. Eventually, Mikey Whipwreck whippersnappered Tony Burma for the 3 count, and Mikey and Stockade got the win. After the match, Tag Team Champions Matt Justice and Jesse Vane hit the ring, and they get into a 3-way tag brawl, which brings out NYWC co-owner Big Dog Steve Forge and announced to the crowd what we were basically chanting. Announced to the crowd that on October 19th, Matt Justice and Jesse Vane defend the Tag Team Championship against Mikey Whipwreck and Stockade and Big Time Rush in the House of Madness match, which will be contested within the confines of a steel cage. At that point, they went to intermission, and at that point, before they went any further, Jason Linnick introduced the newest member of the ring announcing team, Ryan Peterson, and he came out and at that point introduced Rick Cataldo, who came out for his second edition of Casual Encounters with Cataldo. Eventually, Flawless Blake Morris comes out and kind of berates Cataldo for the way he dresses and the way his lifestyle and whatnot. Eventually, King Mega and Alvin Alvarez hit the ring, and all of a sudden they get on Blake Morris's case for criticizing Cataldo, which eventually brought out the Order of the Blacks, Apollyon and Bill Carr, who were with a very dapper-looking Crusher Dugan, and Apollyon, let's just say Apollyon tried to make instant pizza out of Mega, and I forgot what they did to Alvin as well. All of a sudden, Blake Morris was all juvenile after cowering in the corner from those guys, but they did a number on him as well. Then we saw tag team action as Boats and Hose, Jolly Roger and Jay Red defeated Brian XL and Justin Toxic. Boats and Hose seem to be getting better as a team, and it still looks like an odd couple, but they're doing well. From there, Francis Kipling Stevens comes out, not in a very good mood, which is very rare, because he wasn't dancing around the ring or anything, but he came out and he demanded that Papa Don come out, and he kept telling Papa Don to shut up, and Francis was telling him, you know, I want 5 more minutes, people want 5 more minutes, and you walk and called him a punk and all types of shit. And eventually the match was on, and I'm not sure whether or not it was on the line, but the Fusion champion, Francis Kipling Stevens, defeated the Greek god Papa Don, I guess, to retain the Fusion championship. From there, in tag team action, Milk Chocolate, Brandon Watts, and Randy Summers, who came through the crowd to Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines, they defeated the Beaver Boys, Alex Reynolds and John Silver. A very competitive matchup. Then in the main event, the Big O was set to defend the heavyweight championship against premier athlete Anthony Nese. Just as the match was getting underway, Nese told the rest of Athletic Inc., Matt Justice, Jesse Vane, and Starlet champion Marty Bell to go to the back. So there would be no excuses for O to make in case he lost the title to Nese. The match went on, and eventually Athletic Inc. does come out. Marty Bell came to the crowd, handed Nese her Starlet Championship belt. He attempted to hit O with it, but he ended up nailing Jesse Vane, who was on the apron. Eventually, he hit O with the Starlet belt, prompting referee Corey Price to DQ Tony Nese. They call for the bell and disqualifying Anthony Nese. And then all of a sudden, Athletic Inc. Does a number on Big O, and eventually O ends up body slamming Marty Bell, and Nese, Vane, and Justice are triple teaming O until Mike Mondo comes out, and at that point he's telling everybody to back off, and at that point I figured something was up, and Mondo eventually attacks Big O, and Mondo, now the new member of Athletic Inc., and quite a shocking turn of events, and this was a great lead-in for Psycho Circus. Botchamania on my part for House of Madness on October 19th. All right, now welcome back, Jessica DiNezzo to NYWC. She came for her first show ever since going the distance back in June. Oh, it was great sitting with James McGrady, David Poppy, B. Monts B, or is it B. Monson B? I'm not sure his Twitter handle. I think David Post was sitting by us, Oliver and Chris. Great seeing Greg and his daughter Sarah, Charlie and his son Josh, Ralph Duke, Fred, John Kerr, Shane. Who else did I see at this? I keep forgetting her, I guess, stage name, so to speak, that sings the national anthem. It was nice seeing her. Oh boy. I can't. What else? Oh boy. What else did we have? That was like. Who else did I see at this event? Oh, Steven Scogan. I saw him. We had I don't know about the rest of you, but I think the show ended rather early, and we only had 8 matches, and that segment, because a lot of guys were not on the show for one reason or another. Well, for those wondering, in addition to the House of Madness Tag Team title match, also announced for October 19th, Matt Striker one-on-one with Just Incredible. Now, based on what I did see, I would like to see the following matches for House of Madness. I'd like to see Alvin Alvarez and King Mega take on Apollyon and Bill Carr. I'd like to see Francis Kipling Stevens defend the Fusion Championship. Oh, well, I don't know who I'd like. Maybe I don't know who it would be against. I imagine Rick Cataldo might face Blake Morris. I don't know if Big O will face Tony Nese again, or face Mike Mondo one-on-one, or find a partner to fight Nese and Mondo. Should be, quite interesting. I just can't wait for House of Madness, which is now less than 3 weeks away. Great. Oh, welcome back, Larry Legend, after a lengthy hiatus. After the show, me and Jessica went off to Twisted Shamrock for the after party. We talked with Shane, saw Matt Stryker, Ford showed up, eventually Stockade arrived. Who else did I see there? Can't remember who else showed up, but you know, we had a little fun with Jessica. We tried to shoot some pool, but that damn cue ball kept going in the pocket and it wouldn't come back out, so we gave up on that. Who else did I see at this event? Definitely a very good crowd came to this show, and I don't know if every month or seemingly every year, new fans see NYWC for the first time and they get hooked. This is like one federation that knows what they're doing, and I'm not just saying that because I've been supporting them for 9+ years. Well, I hope Marty Bell defends the Starlet title at the next show. Dang it. Yeah. Well, I guess that'll do it from here, folks. We had a great time, and shoot, I forgot. We got one memorable quote I know of. Hey, Lottie, get a haircut. Jim Lundis, when he noticed me in the crowd. Darn it, who else can I think of here which took place? Oh, man, shoot. I guess that's going to do it, folks. I mean, it was definitely a great show, and I really like you guys. Come on, we need more members of this message board to talk and voice their opinion, how much they love this product. I don't know what's going to take, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I want to see. I know people read the board and they read these videos to see what I thought of the shows. I mean, gotta do something, guys. Come on. Join the movement. Join the evolution. And remember that NYWC rules.